There are many brutal moments in Invincible, but few are as disturbing and controversial as what happened between Anissa and Mark Grayson. Today, we're going to break down this moment from the comics, the impact it had on Mark, and why it's one of the darkest moments in the series. This is a heavy topic, so consider this your warning before we continue. Before we get into what happened, let's talk about Anissa. She's a Viltrumite warrior, incredibly powerful, and fully committed to the expansion of the Viltrum Empire. Like Omni-Man and Conquest, she believes in the dominance of her people over weaker species, and that includes Earth. As she first appears in Invincible number 44, testing Mark's strength. As she later returns with an ultimatum, Earth must submit to Viltrumite rule. Unlike Omni-Man, she has no emotional connection to humans. She sees Earth as a strategic conquest. This is important context because, in her mind, what she does next isn't just personal. It's part of her mission. In Invincible number 110, Anissa confronts Mark again. This time, she doesn't just threaten him, she physically overpowers him. She makes it clear that she views him as a strong mate to produce Viltrumite offspring, whether he consents or not. Mark tries to fight back, but against a seasoned warrior like Anissa, he's powerless. She forces herself on him, leaving him broken and traumatized. This moment is one of the most shocking and disturbing in Invincible. It highlights the brutality of Viltrumite culture. They see relationships as a means of genetic survival, not emotional bonds. Mark, usually a powerful hero, is left helpless and violated. It's a horrifying moment, not just because of the violence, but because Mark is left feeling powerless in a way he's never experienced before. This event isn't just a shocking moment in the comics. It has lasting consequences on Mark's mental state. He doesn't tell anyone for a long time, bottling up the trauma. It deeply affects his self-worth and relationships, especially with Eve. Even though he continues fighting as Invincible, this moment changes him forever. In many stories, male characters don't face this kind of trauma, and when they do, it's often ignored or downplayed. But Invincible treats it seriously. Mark is deeply affected, and the story doesn't just brush past it. This is one of the darkest moments in Invincible, but it also serves as a reminder of how brutal the Viltrumite race truly is. Anissa doesn't see what she did as wrong, but for Mark, it's something that haunts him forever. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think the comic handled this moment well? Or should it have been addressed differently? If you found this discussion important, drop a like and subscribe for more Invincible breakdowns. And again, if you or someone you know needs support, check the description for helpful resources.